The 8 Great Delusions of Life. Xuefeng. If we were to ask drivers who have been in car accidents about their reflections afterward, most would probably say, "I was bewildered at the time." Yes, why the rush? Why not be more cautious? Why not slow down a bit when the road ahead was unclear? Why overtake? Why drive after drinking? Why insist on driving when exhausted? In hindsight, the accident could have been entirely avoided, but it happened because, at that moment, the mind was clouded. Countless life mishaps occur because our minds are clouded. Simple things could be avoided just by being cautious and taking a moment to think before acting. After careful analysis, I have identified the following 8 major delusions in life. Action delusion. Many things we do are unnecessary, yet we are compelled as if by some mysterious force. For instance, life may be smooth and satisfying, yet we feel driven to stand out, to venture, to achieve something significant. This not only makes us busy but also entangles us in a series of complex issues, robbing us of peace and tranquility, and leading to annoyance and suffering. There are also many minor incidents, such as scalds, electric shocks, sprained feet, food poisoning, tripping, bumping into door frames, twisting backs, cutting fingers, falling into ditches, falling from ladders, quarrels, assaults, crushed feet, being buried by landslides, choking, catching colds, falling off bridges, etc., all due to a momentary lapse in judgment. Direction delusion, that is, losing our way. We meant to go left but went right, meant to go south but went north, meant to go down but went up, meant to go out but went in. After much toil, be it half a day, half a year, or half a lifetime, we find ourselves having to turn back. Emotional delusion. What is love, that makes one willingly embrace life and death? Ensnared by emotions, dying for love, braving dangers for love, severing ties with parents and children for love, disregarding everything for love, becoming haggard for love, losing sleep and appetite for love. Was Du Xunyang sinking the treasure box in anger worth it? In truth, no. The world is full of lovely grass, those trapped by love lack graceful interests. Lovers are deluded, why not let things take their natural course? Life delusion, why are we born? What's the purpose of life? Isn't it just a cycle of life, like taking a trip to a foreign land? What is there worth desperately clinging to? The meaning of life is to be happy, joyful, free, and content. All other myriad human affairs should revolve around these meanings of life. Yet, we always chase after this and that, busily and tiredly trying to possess something, but in the end, we leave empty-handed, knowing the outcome yet unwilling to change. This is one of life's great delusions. Kinship delusion. Bound by blood, extended through spousal relationships, it seems as though we live our entire lives for our relatives. Life becomes laborious, we are virtually slaves to kinship, as if we couldn't live or it wouldn't be worth living without family. Little do we realize that a life centered around kinship is burdensome, trapping us and making us miss the opportunity to live in a broader domain and missing the chance to become immortal, entranced by familial bonds without realizing there's a paradise beyond. Marriage delusion. Marriage is a trick of life, it is a cage of our own making. There is neither marrying nor giving in marriage in heaven. Once married, one strays far from heaven. Marriage brings endless annoyances and sorrows, yet people willingly jump into this fire pit of family life, unstoppable and unblockable. Once married, it's an endless sea of suffering. Thousands of years of human history have clearly and lucidly told us that entering into marriage and family inevitably leads to tragedy, yet people, mesmerized by marriage, cannot awaken from this delusion. Ambition delusion. In truth, the most beautiful and happiest people are those who can maintain ordinariness. Yet, People are not satisfied with being ordinary and stubbornly strive to stand out, to be famous, to hold high statuses, to be rich, to wield power, to be heroes, to impress others, to seek glory and leave a lasting legacy. The greater the ambition, the more one is deluded by it. All efforts for ambition eventually turn out to be futile, and those deluded by ambition miss the chance to observe the grass and appreciate the bright moonlight. Though it seems glorious, it is actually tragic. Wisdom delusion. Some cows in the herd might think they are more experienced and wiser than others, but to humans, even the wisest cow is just a cow, pitifully stupid. Many people in the crowd think they are more experienced and wiser than their peers, but to immortals, even the wisest person is just a person, pitifully ignorant. Christians think Buddhists are ignorant, Buddhists think Muslims are ignorant, Muslims think Taoists are ignorant, atheists think theists are incredibly ignorant, and theists think atheists are unreasonable. Everyone thinks they are wise, that their choices and decisions are correct. This is the delusion of wisdom. How sad, pitiful, and lamentable. In addition to these 8 major delusions, action, direction, emotion, life, kinship, marriage, ambition, and wisdom, there are smaller delusions like lust, wealth, official position, and career. The vast majority of people are mired in these delusions, confused like those drugged by hypnotics, like young people lost in computer games all night, as if anesthetized or drugged, completely unaware that they are deeply trapped. In fact, if we are just a bit more careful, giving ourselves a little time to think before acting, we could avoid many misfortunes, pains, and disasters in life, including regrets. June 7, 2011. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information.